Welcome to the Nauticam ARRI Alexa Mini setup tutorial for the Cforce motors and WCU-4 Remote. This configuration allows camera controls and a video feed to be routed to a director of photography at the surface. You'll want to start by bolting the lower right Nauticam Cforce motor plate onto the camera tray. Then you'll need to unscrew the plastic gear from the Cforce motors and screw on the metal Nauticam gears to all three of the Cforce motors. Slide the Cforce motor on the lower right motor plate. Slide the lens control gear tower onto the camera tray and move the lever into the locked position. Next, you'll want to slide the iris and focus control gear along the attached rails until they're in alignment with the lens gears. Once they're aligned, ratchet each of them into place on the rails and rotate the two small black thumb screws located on the control gears clockwise to firmly hold the control gears in place. Perform a quick function test to ensure both the iris and focus control gears are working properly. Next, you'll need to attach the upper right support plate by threading the two bolts directly into the camera body. Slide the Cforce motor on the Nauticam Cforce motor plate. Attach the Cforce motor plate onto the upper right support plate by threading in the two bolts. Move each of the Cforce motors into alignment with the lens control tower gears and use the ratchet levers to secure them into place. If you're using a zoom lens, you'll need to mount the zoom control gear bracket onto the upper left side of the camera body using the two bolts. Slide the zoom control gear along the attached rail until it's in alignment with the lens's zoom gear. Once aligned, ratchet the zoom control gear into place on the rail and rotate the two small black thumb screws located on the control gear clockwise to firmly hold the zoom control gear in place. Perform a function test to ensure everything is aligned properly. Attach the third Cforce motor plate onto the zoom control gear bracket by threading in the two bolts. Move the Cforce motor into alignment with the zoom control gear and use the ratchet lever to secure it into place. Next, you'll want to route the bus cables by plugging in one cable to the camera's lens mount and one cable to each of the three Cforce motors. Power the camera on and assign each of the Cforce motors to their corresponding lens control by tapping the LED button on the Cforce motor. F for focus, I for iris, and Z for zoom. Next, you'll need to remove one of the M16 bulkhead caps and thread in the Nauticam LCS bulkhead into the housing's back door. Use a wrench to tighten the bulkhead into place. Plug in the internal LCS, SDI, and power supply cables to the camera body. Attach the external LCS and SDI cables to their corresponding bulkheads on the housing's back door. If you're using a foul mat cable with both SDI and LCS connections built into one cable, you'll need to remove the housing's back door cap, thread the foul mat bulkhead into place, and using the lower nut, securely fasten the bulkhead onto the back door of the housing. Plug in the internal LCS, SDI, and power supply cables to the camera body. With all of the internal cables connected, you'll need to plug in the LCS cable to the WCU-4 Remote and the SDI cable into your surface monitor. Power on the WCU-4 Remote and hit the calibration button on the upper left of the controller to begin calibrating the zoom, focus, and iris control gears. Once the calibration is completed, perform a function test to ensure that the focus, iris, and zoom controls are working properly. The WCU-4 Remote also provides access to essential camera controls including frame rate, shutter angle, and neutral density filters. For more information on installing your Alexa Mini into the Nauticam housing, see our setup tutorial on our Vimeo page.